Okay, let's get situated. Hey guys, welcome to the live. Welcome if you're catching the replay. So this is a new thing that I'm doing here on the channel. Every Monday I'm going to be going live because Mondays are usually the day that I grab my groceries. So I thought it'd be an easy way to chit chat, answer your questions if you have any nutrition questions, answer any questions that come in the comments real quick throughout the week, because sometimes I don't always get to doing a video on things, but I know you guys pop questions down there, so then I can answer them, briefly, and then I'll expand more on it when I actually do a video. But yeah, and usually I'll do my grocery haul and show you what I'm getting at the grocery store and share some tips with that. But today I haven't grabbed my groceries yet, but what I am doing is what I usually do every week, and that is cleaning out the fridge. So I've went ahead and wiped down my fridge on the inside, and then I have some of my leftovers. There weren't a ton this week. Unfortunately, there were some things I had to throw away that were spoiled, which is always unfortunate, and this is kind of trying to be proactive and take care of stuff before they spoil. So I'm going to show you a couple things that I did with these foods. So let's go ahead and switch the camera view. And of course, if you guys have any questions, if anybody's popping in, make sure you leave them down below. If you're catching the replay, go ahead and leave any of your nutrition questions down below, and I will answer them, either right now or in the comments briefly or in another live or another video. So one thing that I have done with these fruits, I had apples that were going to go to waste, and then I also had strawberries. So I've just cut these up to freeze them. Actually come around this way so you can see. And then one other tip that I have, I've put them into these freezable bags. Something that can be helpful is just putting on the date. So I have July 30th on here. I know in other places you write the date a little bit different, but just pop the date on, because then when I pop these into the freezer, they don't kind of get lost in the shuffle. I know when I put them in there and approximately when I need to use them by. I try to use things within 3 months of being in the freezer, up to 6 for some items, up to a year for some items, but generally within 3 months I'm trying to use foods up in the freezer. So I have these apples all cut up. These are super nice for doing a quick apple crisp in the summer. This could also be used for a strawberry or strawberry rhubarb pie. I have some rhubarb in the freezer too, so I think that's what these will go to, or these might go to smoothies too. But these are just super nice to have on hand, and it's an easy way to save them before they spoil. So that's one thing I've did. Another thing that I do sometimes, so I'll reverse, yeah. Another thing that I do sometimes is put things either in the dehydrator that we have, or I throw things in the oven just on the lowest setting. So usually 170 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but around 170, 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and then pop them in the oven and just let them cook overnight. And then you can have little crispy strawberry slices or apple slices that you can just snack on like chips. So that can be super convenient, a super easy way to use up your leftovers as well. So this one is kind of fun. I'm gonna live demo this for you guys. So right here I have my muffin tin. I already have it sprayed. I had some eggs that I needed to use up, so I went ahead and whisked those together. And then I have some spinach that I also need to use up. So what I'm going to be doing, let's get this here. My hands are washed, and what I am going to be doing, you can also cut these up, but I'm just going to be shredding the spinach, super quick to do. And like I said, you can cut it up if you want even finer little chunks, but I find when it cooks, spinach really cooks down because it loses a lot of water. cell structure can't stay as rigid. So it really cooks down. And the big chunks really aren't that big of a deal. Okay. So I might add a little bit more in just a second, but I'll show that to you guys real quick. Just gonna whisk some of that spinach in. And the other thing, obviously this is optional too, but I like adding a little bit of cheese. So I'm just going to add a Fiesta blend, shredded cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in to give a little flavor. In here. And this is something easy you can do with eggs, with the vegetables that you have on hand, with cheese, with, I did this with grilled chicken last week. So any little like odds and ends that you have on hand, kind of on the more like savory or vegetable side. Here, I'll switch around. So yeah, any odds and ends that you have that are kind of like savory, like meat, eggs, vegetables, you can kind of throw into this egg omelet blend. I'm just gonna pop these in the muffin tin and then throw those in the oven. It usually takes around like 30 minutes or so. Different ovens will vary obviously with the different ways that they cook and how efficient they are about cooking, but yeah, you just kind of keep an eye on them and, you know, wait until a toothpick comes out clean. It looks like they're thoroughly cooked, and then you can just pop those out of the muffin tin, throw them in the refrigerator if you're gonna eat them this week, or throw them in the freezer. And then you have, you know, grab and go, easy microwavable breakfast or a little snack, lunch snacks. You can even like, you know, kind of throw them into a tortilla and make it a little bit more robust, like a little like breakfast burrito in the morning if you want to switch things up. But those are super easy to freeze, and then that way if you get kind of, some people can get kind of sick of eating eggs, you know, all week, and it can be good to switch things up. So you can just freeze the rest of them if you're getting tired of eating them, and then pop them out when you want them again. So they keep really well in the freezer, and they do really well just like reheating in the microwave or throwing in the oven and reheating. The microwave's a little bit faster in the morning for that like grab and go kind of scenario. But yeah, that's a super easy way to use up vegetables and eggs. So those were a couple of the tips I had. I don't think anybody's popping in on the live, so if you're catching the replay, let me know down in the comments your favorite ways to use up excuse me, leftovers, and yeah, I'd love to hear like your favorite go-to things. These are some of my go-to things and what I'm deciding to do with my leftovers this week, but I love hearing other people's ideas as well. So if you have any nutrition questions that you would like answered, go ahead and leave those down in the comments down below, and maybe we can address them next week. And yeah, like I said, if this seems to work out, maybe this isn't the best time, so I'll have to play around with times, but if this seems to work out, then I will be doing live videos every single Monday showing you my grocery hauls, what I'm getting, and all of that, because I know everybody loves seeing that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for joining in, and I will catch you guys again next week. And if you're catching me on the replay, say hey, and I would love to chat with you. So see you guys.